Welcome back to the York Hall in Bethnal Green for the sharp end of tonight, the Welterweight Championship of the Commonwealth. The formidable champion from Canada, Donovan Boucher, defending against the Iceman, Mickey Hughes from London. Now, we know that Boucher is a man of immense skill, but Hughes, well, nobody punches quite like him. A genuine one-punch knockout specialist, this young man. Completely defies all the stereotypes of professional boxing. He is a great classical music fan. Very quiet, almost shy. But once he gets in the ring, I tell you, punches like a mule. He's the challenger. Into the ring first, and trainer Freddie King. And we await the champion.
You know, congratulations to the friend go out to Mickey Hughes. You know, he's part of a major title tonight for the Commonwealth Championship. I've grown up with Mickey and went to school with him, boxed with him at the same amateur club, and tonight I really am heart and soul behind Mickey Hughes becoming Commonwealth champion. Good luck, Mickey Hughes.
Well, Don Boucher, born in Jamaica, and appropriately coming in to the sounds of another favourite son of Jamaica, Bob Marley. Now, of course, Donovan Butch, domiciled in Canada. And a very attractive honour guard he's got too. And we know all about him in Great Britain. He ended the career of Kirkland Lang, knocked him out just a few weeks ago on his last trip to Great Britain. This fight going live all over Europe and live all over Canada on TSN.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the main attraction of the evening, promoted by Matchroom and sponsored by the Daily Mirror. And we are proud to present a contest over 12 rounds, each of 3 minutes duration, for the Welterweight Championship of the Commonwealth. Your referee for the contest is John Coyle of Wolverhampton, and your timekeeper Peter McCann of Hatch End. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing to you in the blue corner with the red shorts, with 22 wins from 25 contests, 20 inside the distance, the challenger for the title from Britain, Mickey Hughes!
Great reception for Mickey Hughes. Great reception, and the Iceman living up to his reputation, staying nice and cool.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the red corner with the red and white shorts, with 25 wins from 28 contests, defending the title from Canada, Donovan Boucher! And at the weigh-in today, Mickey Hughes scale 10 stone, 6 3/4 pounds, Donovan Boucher 10 stone, 4 1/4 pounds. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, Boucher, a long, long way inside the welter limit of 10 stone 7, 147 pounds.
He's obviously shown Mickey Hughes tremendous respect and got himself in tip-top fighting condition, and he'll need to be against the ever-advancing, power-punching, blasting machine from Croydon, Mickey Hughes.
Well, he's 3 3/4 pounds inside the limit, Boucher. Mickey Hughes is just 1 1/4 pound inside the limit.
Quarter of a pound, Dave. It's actually quarter of a pound. He was 10 stone 6.
Quarter of a pound, I beg your pardon, Jimmy. Yeah, quarter of a pound.
He's a big welterweight, Mickey. Comes down and he's very solid at the weight. He's been a welterweight all his career ever since he was at school. And he was mature when he was 15, 16 and fighting at the same weight today. But Boucher looks very calm. You know, he's a good champion. He's boxed Kirkland Lang and Gary Jacobs in this country. But you know, his record speaks for itself. The greatest win on his record for me anyway is his victory over Sean O'Sullivan, who was a great amateur Olympic silver medalist who boxed out in Brisbane when I boxed out there in 1982 and got the gold, and he was the star of the tournament. And you know, Boucher done him inside the distance, so that speaks volumes for his class. And all the people listening in Canada will know all about Sean O'Sullivan.
And you've got a glimpse there working in the Boucher corner tonight. Raymond Rutter, and he sends his good wishes to you, Michael Landsberg, you, Stephen Brunt, all the TSN boys back in Toronto. Put the beers on ice. They'll be back, they hope, with that Commonwealth title intact later in the week.
You know, all this ballyhoo getting gloved up in a ring really, to me, is fascinating. Really, you would get in there, and you know, now's the time when the nerves are rumbling, and you just want the bell to go and get on with the job in hand. This is really not a very nice moment for the fighters.
Let me just remind you once again, this fight over the full championship distance of 12 3-minute rounds. We have no mandatory 8 count. There is no 3 knockdown rule, and only the referee scores this bout. I'm David Brenner, sitting alongside me, the former undefeated featherweight champion of Europe, Jim McDonald.
Both fighters look stony cool, good solid professionals, and you know, Boucher's man of great experience. He's travelled with his title to this country on more than one occasion, and here he is tonight putting it on the line against the power punching packet of Mickey Hughes.
We've got to say, Jimmy, that Boucher is a pretty firm favourite to win this fight, but as Mickey Hughes showed us against another former champion, Gary Jacobs, who is incidentally a Boucher victim, that with one punch he can be streets behind on points, but he's one fighter who needs just one chance.
Yeah, Dave, Boucher summed it up perfectly at yesterday's press conference, and Mickey said that he's never going to be hit as hard as he's going to be hit by the Iceman, and Boucher said, you know, he knows that it only takes a blink of an eyelid and it could be all over. He said, I won't be blinking. So he's on the case.
Well, I was talking to Raymond Rutter before the fight, and he was saying they've studied film of the fight that Mickey Hughes had with Gary Jacobs, and Gary Jacobs was easily winning that fight. Mickey Hughes produced one single left hook, and Jacobs was unconscious for about 3 minutes.
I've seen Mickey do that throughout his amateur career. You know, 47 wins inside distance as a junior, plenty as a senior, ABA champ, Olympic rep in '84 in Los Angeles, and plenty of wins inside distance as a pro. Can it be another one tonight?
Round one. And let's not forget that Boucher has got a useful dig as well. Used to be a criticism levelled at Mickey Hughes that he used to be far too easy to hit, but under Freddie King's expert guidance, he's come on well. He's learned how to slip shots, how to block shots. He's a better defensive fighter than he was.
Boucher looks very sharp and getting through with 1 or 2 crisp punches in this opening round of this 12 rounder.
Oh, he caught him with the right, and now Boucher knows what the punching power of Mickey Hughes is about.
Fortunately for Boucher, it's a little bit high on the head,
but he does look an impressive fighter. Well, we know he's an impressive fighter, Boucher. His credentials speak for themselves.
Yeah, Mickey's got a good chin, he's proved that down the years, but let's not underestimate the punching power of Boucher. He did, after all, put Gary Jacobs on the floor. Yeah. And he knocked out Curtin Lang, so, you know, he's no mean puncher himself.
Well, this man is by far the best opponent that Hughes has met. And a good opening round for the champion.
Yeah, he's got off to a nice start, crisp, getting through with some nice, accurate shots to steal the opening round. Now, from Mickey's point of view, this is his first big bite of the big apple, as it were, in professional boxing. Maybe just a touch of nerves in the opening round, which will soon come out of his system. Then he can start flowing and putting together some of his own solid shots.
Good round for Boucher, you have to give him that round.
Yeah, very impressive. I've never seen the champion before. But he's obviously a good solid pro. He's got all the shots. He's just showed in that opening round, although he was working within himself, very, very relaxed and fast. Showed a particularly good jab and just cut the short jolting right uppercuts on the inside, and obviously a very accomplished performer. And from Mickey's point of view, we've seen Mickey on numerous occasions, and I just hope Mickey can unwind a little bit and show some of his good stuff, because he's going to need to command a little bit of respect out of Boucher early in this contest.
It's not a bad fight for Mickey Hughes, this, if he, as we watch this right-hander from Mickey Hughes, which showed that Boucher has got to keep his guard up, caught him high on the head.
That was Mickey's best moment of the opening round, is just a little reminder that, it takes two to tango.
If Mickey Hughes doesn't get things going his way this fight, he's still got British and European title options open to him, which is one advantage that fighters in Great Britain have. Lots of options.
They were speaking yesterday at a press conference about world titles and things, and both fighters are hungry to go on to bigger and better things, but they said, can we call this fight an eliminator? And I had to say that, if you get beat, you get eliminated, so of course it's an eliminator.
That's right. And a few Canadian fight fans in the arena making their presence felt.
Boucher's neatly attired in all sorts of different colours with tassels on the boots. He was telling me yesterday when I spoke to him that he'd sparred with Sugar Ray Leonard for the Terry Norris fight, so he's mixing good company.
Yeah, the colours of Jamaica on his tassels, and the red and white of Canada as colours of his trunks.
Now he's trying to break Mickey's composure, getting through some big shots early. Going to try and draw Mickey into a slugger. Will Mickey bite the bait? Mickey's trying to stay cool. He knows it's a 12-round fight. Trying to take his time and find the right tactics to solve this very accomplished champion. And find the answer to solving this very accomplished champion.
Those shots bouncing off the top of Hughes' head.
Yeah, Mickey's doing the smart thing. He's keeping himself composed. He's keeping it tight and not going crazy just yet. Just trying to pick his moment. With Mickey, it just takes one shot. If he gets a clean shot, it can all suddenly change. At the moment, Boucher's shown the greater hand speed and variety of punches, staying relaxed, and to put it mildly, looking a very good champion.
Well, we knew before the bell rang for the first round that Mickey Hughes would have a real tough task on his hands tonight, and that is exactly what is happening. Boucher looks every inch a true champion, and he's proving it. 30 seconds remain of the second round, and Boucher firmly in control so far.
For those who haven't seen Boucher perform just in the opening 2 rounds, he's a class fighter. Doubling up on the jab and coming through with a big right hand. But Mickey's keeping it nice and composed and hasn't took nothing flush just yet.
But then again, even though Boucher has comfortably taken the opening 2 sessions, we've got to remember that Gary Jacobs did exactly the same before he got stiffed, and we've seen it so many times with Mickey Hughes before. When you say to yourself, well, he's got to stop his man to win, and he does it. So Raymond Robert dispensing the good advice as we take another look at the champion in action.
Yeah, you just see the crunching shots that Boucher tries to get through with. He throws them around the sides, up the middle, and looping downward, chopping shots over the top. This man's well schooled, well trained, and looking a very confident and competent champion.
Round 3.
I'm just hoping that Mickey doesn't get disheartened early in the contest and just stays nice and cool. I know he's a deep character, Mickey, and within himself he'll know what his game plan is, and obviously him and Freddie have had it worked out in their training process leading up to this contest. I'm sure he's just the first couple of rounds he'll keep things tight and have a little look at Boucher. You know, Mickey relies on taking him out with a one shot, and maybe he's not too worried if he drops a few rounds.
No, he certainly won't be. In fact, he'll have expected it. I know that sounds crazy, but he will have done. He's covering up quite well, Hughes. Boucher throwing a lot of shots, but while Hughes is catching some, his defence is good this fight.
Yeah, he's really tightened up and not taking really hardly anything. He's tucked up well, no marks at all so far, and that's good news. But I see Mickey just stay tight to that right hand, because Boucher looks like a very fast right hand. Comes through like a bow and arrow. Here it is.
Oh, we've said before that Mickey Hughes has got a good chin. I think he'll need that tonight. Midway through round 3. And it's got to be said, Hughes has done nothing yet, apart from a right-hander in the first round, which caught Boucher high on the side of his head. Hughes has done nothing to seriously inconvenience the champ yet.
I just wonder how Boucher's mind's working. He must feel on top and in control and winning the fight so far. But he knows.
Good left hook to the body from Hughes.
What Hughes is capable of doing. He's obviously watched the tapes and studied them. And Mickey really is boxing first gear at this moment. It'll be interesting to see the reaction from Boucher when he does get hit on the chin properly.
Disbelief, I would think. Anybody could punch that hard.
No, although Donovan said yesterday at the press conference that he's never been on the floor, I've heard stories that are different from that, and if he gets hit by Mickey Hughes, if he hasn't been, then he could be.
Good defence from Hughes. Once again, you've got to give the round to Boucher, but
I don't think that surprised no one that he's actually took the first 3 rounds. You know, Jacobs took the first 7, but the great thing with punches and why the interest will always be held whenever Mickey Hughes is in the ring is that with Mickey it can all be over so quickly. And even Boucher must be thinking like that as he's going about his work. He can feel so far in control or winning the fight or whatever the case may be. But when you're in with a puncher as dangerous as Mickey Hughes, who's knocked out so many people, he knows at all times he's got to be, as he said yesterday, not even thinking about blinking.
well, he may. Well, you can argue the toss about whether he's been on the floor before. Don Boucher, but he's certainly been stopped. Glenwood Brown stopped him. Glenwood Brown currently in the world top 10.
Yeah, he said, I asked him about the Brown contest, he said he got stopped with a combination of shots, a barrage of punches which trapped against the rope, so, you know, it can be done. But let's not forget that Brown, you know, is a world-class fighter, and there's no disgrace in losing.
Well, Boucher is also a world-class fighter. Mickey Hughes aspires to become one. Boucher trying to do the business now. Good right. But in bringing the fight to Mickey Hughes, maybe that's exactly what the Englishman wants.
He's hurt Boucher. Big right hand and Boucher's hurt. I see him just look at Mickey as if to say, where did that come from? Bang right hand down a pipe, come back with a left hook, and that wasn't so devastating, but the right hand certainly shook Boucher up. And if he runs in and starts getting too confident, he could be in trouble. That was just a little reminder for Boucher. A good right hand counter from Mickey, right over the top.
Certainly was.
So he's got to try and pull out as Boucher comes on, just slide back and drop the right hand over the top.
And remember, Hughes can take you with either hand. Hughes getting a little bit more into it in this round.
No, Mickey's superbly trained athlete, tremendous conditioning. You know, he'll stay strong for 12 rounds, even though he's never done the distance before. It's a good uppercut from Boucher.
Hughes marked under the right eye now. Cut under the right eye. That's okay. That's not a bad place for a cut to be, under the eye.
And Boucher's seen it, and he'll be trying to inflict some more damage before the ending of this round.
Boucher consistently circling away from the Hughes left hook, yet remember, he can take you with a right. This is a polished performance by the Canadian Commonwealth champion.
You know, since he got nailed by the right hand rushing in, he's shown how adaptable he is. He's changed his tactics, gone on the back foot, and making Mickey Hughes take the fight to him, and boxing behind the jab and the sharp right hand counters.
Oh, and a good left hook right in the ribs. And once again, Boucher shows his disquiet at those shots.
That was painful. Boucher felt, don't worry about that, he's trying to kid his way out of it, but
that took the wind out of his sails. Doesn't like those body shots. And a little smile from Boucher, or was it a grimace, as he comes back to his corner.
That really hurt.
That hurt, that hurt.
Now he knows about the punching power of Mickey Hughes. Now that was a tremendous shot round the kidney area. I know the feeling, I've had it there before. It's a burning sensation that runs down your rib, down your leg, right to your ankle. And for a split second or so you feel you just can't breathe. And Mickey's seen now where his success may lay, and I'm sure one of his heroes was Carlos Palomino, who was also a devastating left hook to the belly merchant, and Mickey will be looking to use that exact weapon now. Let's watch this, Davey. Right
that was the right hand, and you can see the back leg wobble.
He was definitely out there.
And that was the shot.
Oh, that was a crunching left hook to the belly.
Well, those of you in Canada who haven't seen Mickey Hughes before, you know what he can do now. And this is what makes it such a fascinating fight. It's a real skill against sheer power.
I'm sure Boucher never had no respect for Hughes when he climbed into the ring. He's got ultimate respect now. Because Mickey Hughes, ain't no doubt about it, the born puncher. Everything he does is with power.
Freddie King's done a good job on the cut underneath the Hughes right eye. Packs it up a little bit. It's a nasty cut, but it won't inconvenience him. John Coyle not even bothering to have a look between rounds.
Now Mickey knows he can hurt Boucher now.
And more importantly, Boucher knows that he can be hurt by Mickey Hughes.
That's a good shot Boucher throws. When Mickey sort of bends to his own left, Boucher comes through with a right uppercut. It's a quality shot. Mickey boxing in the colours of his idol, Julio Cesar Chavez, and I'm sure we can drill up a little bit of Chavez's magic. They go a long way to enabling him to win this title tonight. And then left hooks to the body. Yeah. I'm sure Chavez would have been proud of the left hook to the body that Mickey delivered in that previous round.
Once again, that's cut under the Hughes right eye bleeding. And that body shot really stiffs the champion whenever Hughes throws it.
This has been Mickey's best round so far. Got through with 1 or 2 good jabs as well as the body shots. Stayed tight to Boucher's work. And for my money, he's on top in this round.
Those body shots almost are cutting Boucher in half when they land.
It's an intriguing contest, as all Mickey Hughes fights are.
Absolutely fascinating. I mean, Boucher, a long way ahead on points, but, well, you know now what I said. Hughes can change this in the blinking of an eye. And Boucher knows that Hughes can hurt him, and that is bound to make him apprehensive.
Of course, as the rounds are rolling by, Mickey starting to grow in confidence now and believing in himself. And this is Donovan Boucher, he's no Superman. He gets hurt like everybody else, he's only flesh and bones. And the positive thinking gets stronger as the rounds go by. That weren't a bad round for Mickey that time. His jab seemed to work wonders for him. He got home with a jab once or twice, cut them stinging body shots. And Boucher knows he's got a live wire in front of him who's going to be dangerous at all times.
Well, Freddie King working on the cut. It's if it was above the eye, the fight would have been stopped already. I tell you that, because that's a nasty gash. But bad as though it looks, it's not going to inconvenience Mickey unless the eye starts swelling, in which case we've got a different story. But well, Jimmy, you as a fighter know that you can live with that sort of cut. Yeah,
that's no problem at all. That would be the last thing on Mickey Hughes' mind at this present moment in time. You'd just be thinking about the fight as he's sitting there in between rounds and wondering, I wonder what's going through Mickey's mind. But the success so far looks these barrages to the body, as you see him here, crunching that right hand man aside of the ribs, and then the left hook, which just drops a little bit short, and Boucher's moment of relief they missed. The first 6 rounds as they enter the 6th seems to have flown by, Dave.
Yeah, this is round 6. Mickey Hughes in the red and gold, and Donovan Boucher in the red and white. The champion from Canada, the challenger from England. And what a fascinating contest it's been so far. Boucher well ahead, have to say that.
So was Gary Jacobs.
Actually, so are most of Mickey's opponents. Until the Iceman connects.
You know, I can speak the volume for Mickey's puncher power, not just being on the receiving end. Also, you know, I've seen Michael right back to the amateur days. I've seen him take light heavyweights out with, 16-ounce gloves in the gym with 1 shot. So, don't be surprised whatever happens tonight.
A little trickle of blood coming from Boucher's nose now. Just a smear.
Mickey seems to be creeping up on him, slowly but surely. I don't know if I'm wishing it because he's such a great mate, but he really does seem to be keeping himself nice and tight and creeping up. But as you said, Dave, he's losing the rounds, and it's got to be a Mickey Hughes finish to win the title.
And Boucher throwing these dazzling combinations. The guy really is a class act, you've got to say that.
Yeah, you don't work with guys like Sugar Ray Leonard unless you can fight.
Yeah. Midway through the round.
I've advised him not to get too cocksure of himself, though, because he might feel like he's advertising for Slumberland.
All the time, Hughes looking for the opening.
Mickey's trying to set him up for the payoff.
Good round for the champion, this.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Good array of punches, and he throws them at blistering speed. Now, this is a professional at work. He knows he's in with a chilling puncher, and doing a very professional and championship-like job.
Took that left hook on the elbow, did Boucher. That got through. And of course, if you're a fight fan, you know the old adage, kill the body and the head dies. And that's what Mickey Hughes is trying to do, work to the body. was a good round for Boucher, but as we watch Mickey Hughes go back to his corner, you've got to say, Jimmy, that the Canadian is definitely slower. He's still throwing together these dazzling little flurries, but he's certainly slowed up a bit. The body shots are having their effect.
Yeah, the body shots are chilling, and I'd like to see Mickey, keep tight as he is doing, concentrate a little bit more on the left jab, keep firing in the body shots, and then as the rounds, now he's got to start feeling about upping the pace and looking for the big payoff shot, because Mickey hasn't really got through. There's nothing chilling as far as I'm concerned, which has landed flush on Donovan Boucher's chin. And when he does, it was a good round earlier in the contest, but I'm looking for some of the chilling combinations that Mickey's capable of throwing, and let's see if he can land one or two flush on target, especially after the initial work to kill the body has been done.
Well,
that's what Mickey's got to aim to do now, up the pace.
6 rounds gone, 6 rounds to go. And although Boucher is a long way ahead on points, it ain't over till it's over.
In football terms, we'd term this the second half.
That's right.
So now's the time for Mickey to go to work and start thinking about taking this guy out.
And that's what Boucher's trying to do.
Yeah, he's a champion. He's thinking like a champion.
Good left hook.
That eye's bleeding. He's patched up well in between rounds, but Boucher got through very early. It's been a trickle of blood underneath Mickey Hughes' eye. And the crowd are absolutely absorbed in this contest.
Well, 98 out of every 100 people here tonight rooting for Mickey Hughes. A few Canadian fight fans, but Mickey fighting on his own backyard tonight.
Mickey's got people here tonight who followed him since he was a young amateur. They've seen him pull the KO off so many times, and they'd love to see it tonight.
Boucher trying to switch here, trying to dazzle, to confuse.
He looks capable of doing it all.
Well, he's certainly finding Mickey Hughes a different cup of tea to Gary Jacobs, whom he's beaten, and Kirkman Lang, whom he's beaten.
They still weren't chilling shots though. There's more arm shots from Mickey, and it might be a full sense of security for Boucher there. I hope so. I'd like to see Mickey try and land the right hand followed by the left hook, 2 crunching shots together over that rather slack looking Boucher jab now. It's gone from the speed, snake's tongue action he showed earlier on to a more pouring type of jab.
That hurt.
He thought Mickey with a good right hand there, and Mickey come back with a good body shot. Took that well, Mick. Despite the array of shots that have come Mickey's way, he's at no time in this contest has he lost his composure. He stayed tucked up, rolled with a barrage of punches and come back behind that jab and kept himself together. But he's not winning the rounds at the moment, and the way the fight's going, it could be a shutout on points. It's just, we're just hoping it can be a typical Mickey Hughes type fight. He can walk out and start letting the punches go, the right hands and the left hooks, and get home with 1 or 2 good shots and offset this fine-looking champion. At the moment, Boucher looks like they have a solid chin and a very solid defence as well to go with it.
Well, it's not giving any secrets away to say that Boucher is well ahead on points at the moment. It won't come as a surprise to learn that Mickey Hughes has got to stop his man to win, but it's a situation that he's used to, and he's got 5 rounds to do it. It's as simple as that. If it goes the distance, unless he stages a real barnstorming comeback. He's going to go down on points, but it's a situation he's used to. He's been in this situation many times before as the Londoner.
Yeah, I've just looked over there into the crowd and I see Mickey's last opponent here, John Lewis. I remember giving Mickey a hell of a tussle at York Hall.
Yes, working as a security man at ringside tonight, Ian John Lewis.
Little classy combination, 2 downstairs and 1 up from Boucher. And obviously a very accomplished workman. Mickey's determination to win tonight has been fired by the fact that his wife gave birth to a baby boy just 5 weeks ago called Young Jack, so I'm sure Mickey'd like to pull it off for that little fella. Mickey's growing with the contest, starting to jab with Boucher now.
And Boucher showing a willingness to slug it out with Mickey Hughes. Could be dangerous.
The first time Mickey's got through with what I call good right hand, and Boucher felt it. Hasn't panicked, stays cool, looking to fire back with his own counters. And a good left hook from Boucher. Mickey beginning to use his superior strength now to push the champion backwards.
This is probably the challenger's best round so far, this.
This fella's so adaptable. Dangerous right hand Boucher throws. He seems to walk back into a sneak right hand counter over the top as Mickey advances. Dangerous shot. There it is. Well, we don't like to keep repeating ourselves and keep talking about Mickey's punching power, but really that's what's keeping the fight alive now, because, you know, points-wise, Donovan Boucher is well in front and defending his title. I'm sure he's very confident that he's going to go home with his belts. Mickey deep inside will still be seeing pictures of Donovan Boucher crumbling to the canvas. You know, the outcome only time will tell.
I want to show you some of that Hughes punching power.
Crunching right hand over the top.
And there's no doubt that Boucher is according him tremendous respect, but sitting at ringside, we have got to respect the enormous skill of this Canadian Commonwealth champion.
You know, with 4 rounds to go now, I'm sure Mickey's going to start blasting, and he tried it right there with the left hook. He's going to, you know, without swearing, it's got to be a seal bust job. And we're going to start looking to now the champion, and let's just see how much he really wants to hold on to his title. When 2 hands are coming, bombs and tornadoes for 3 minutes of every round. Because that's what Mickey's got to do now to become champion.
Well, I'm sure it's not in Boucher's nature, but all he's got to do is box defensively for the remainder of the fight to take this. Hughes, if Hughes wants to win the title, he's got to go out and take it away from the defending champion. You don't get given titles in this game, you've got to go out and take them.
Mickey's looked very, very cool and calm all the way through, living up to his nickname of the Iceman, not panicking at all. And that's really sense he's going to knock this fella over.
Boucher hurt and forced back for almost the first time in this contest. Hughes corner waving him in. A little grimace from Boucher. Head jerked back by the jab.
I think somebody's cut. Is it Boucher? His eyes closing. Mickey's right eye absorbing shots and squinting out of it, but he's up the pace. This is more like it for Mickey Hughes. This has been a great round from Mickey. Let's have more of this now. Donovan at no time panicking though, very composed. You can't buy that experience that he's gathered on his trips. Never panicking, nice and cool. Chipping away under pressure.
Hughes trying to manoeuvre him into a corner against the ropes. We can unload. It's a good round for the challenger.
It's been a superb round from Mickey Hughes.
And Boucher now starting to come open, but he looks a little tired, the champ.
Mickey's started to realise he can match this fella. In whatever department he wishes to do. There's a good shot from Mick.
Oh, he's got him. And Boucher for the first time forced to hold.
The right hand just seemed to sail over Boucher's head there, fortunately for the champion. He did look hurt on the ropes. Boucher coming back with good counters.
But Hughes taking him on the gloves.
But Mickey nice and composed, just blocking and advancing. Great round from Mickey Hughes.
Good round.
That was Mickey Hughes' round. That was a tremendous round from the challenger. His crowd, his fans, people who know him and love him are up on their feet and trying to roar and root him on to this title.
Well, you can see Raymond Rudder working with the iron there, getting the swelling, the left eye starting to come up. I tell you, this going to be 3 tremendous rounds boxing we've got coming up now. And you've got to say that, leaving aside all national bias, Boucher is starting to look a little bit ragged around the edges, Jimmy.
No doubt about it. Donovan's a great fighter as far as I'm concerned. He really has looked tremendous under pressure, nice and cool all the way through. But in that round there were signs that just little edges were beginning to become frail, and for a moment or two he looked in a little bit of trouble. See, I always noticed Mickey's old stablemate from earlier in his career on his toes, roaring Mickey on. People really behind him tonight. But Boucher, still dangerous, coming back with solid shots of his own. He's going to look to take the play away in this round, I'm sure. I'd like to see Mickey just roll into him and push him backwards and exchange shots with him, because that's Mickey's game. Just dig in and say, come on, let's get it on.
Once again, in go the body shots. And really, the last couple of rounds we've seen a new Mickey Hughes moved up a little gear, and I think surprised Boucher by his resilience.
Mickey's going to press this to the end, and Boucher's going to have to really pull it out to stay in, because although he's winning, the fight's not over with Mickey till the last bell.
Champions by definition have to be something a little bit special. Boucher has showed us he's a class act. Now we've got to see how deep he can dig.
Good shot from Mickey, big right hand.
And Hughes is starting to work through Boucher's jab now. Not that one though, what a good shot that was from the champ. A good right hand.
Clumping right hand. Absorbing good shots. Both fellas got tremendous chins because they both took them thrust right on in this round. Big right hands.
Good round this for Boucher. He's coming back like a true champion in this round.
Mickey's still trying to roll over him. Got through with another good right hand. Out comes a spit from Boucher's mouth. But the mark of the champion. At no time has Boucher panicked. Even when he's been nailed, he stayed nice and cool. The crowd have roared, tried to root Mickey home, but Boucher, cool champion.
And he's such a good tactician. Every time Mickey Hughes throws that left hook to the body, Boucher comes back with a right hook to the jaw.
Clash of heads there, and Boucher very quick to
Box on, says John Coyle.
try and point it out to the referee.
It's been a very clean fight. John Coyle has had nothing to do. The left eye from Boucher that was threatening to swell up a bit, holding up well.
Another good round from the champion at the end of that. Now Mickey forced it all the way. Both fighters got through with some good solid shots. And again, Boucher showing his professionalism, keeping himself together. And just tucking away and nipping away to score on a regular basis. Some little clusters of punches.
I tell you, he's feeling this one.
No doubt about that. He'll be glad to hear the final bell. Now this is new territory for Mickey after this round. You know, as long as he's been boxing, he's never been into the 11th round. He's tremendously conditioned, very determined to win, and I'm sure he'll have no ill effects when the bell sounds. Here you see Donovan setting up Mickey for the right hand. Just pim, pim, pim with a jab, and there's the crunching right hand with a little cluster followed in. You know, Donovan's like picking away all the time and looking to set Mickey up for clusters of shots, as you see there. And these are the type of shots that have got him into such a wide points lead at this stage of the fight.
2 rounds to go, round 11. Mickey Hughes, the challenger, on the left. Don Boucher from Canada, the champion, in the red and white.
Now really now Mickey's got to just let the sails fly. It's all or nothing.
Boucher ahead. The margin narrower than it has been in the early stages, but ahead nevertheless.
If it was anyone else in there now but Mickey Hughes, you'd say it's all over. But because of the tremendous power we know he possesses, it's not over until the final bell. But Boucher's in tremendous shape, still firing back at Mickey at every opportunity, not looking to hide. Mickey's so hungry for this title, forcing himself on, but he's met the craftsman here.
Midway through the round. And Boucher looks to have weathered the storm, that little Mickey Hughes revival in the middle rounds. And once again doing a job on the Englishman.
His concentration is tremendous, Boucher.
From Boucher, and that wobble, Hughes.
Yeah, it's a good, accurate jolting shot. Mickey's in
He's
trouble.
got him going.
Old Mick is in big trouble here, and Boucher's going for the finish in the 11th round.
And Boucher almost swings himself off his feet. What a good round by the champion.
Mickey's still keeping his hand in good position, trying to come back behind the jab and regroup himself. Boucher seems to have punched himself out a little bit there, trying to go for the finish.
And the crowd rising to both men, and quite rightly so. What a good round that was. but especially so for the champion, this man here, Donovan Boucher.
Well, you know, that was a tremendous shot that really did shake Mickey, and for a moment it looked like it could have been a disappointing finish in the 11th round and a successful defence for the champion, but Mickey stayed cool, regrouped himself, didn't panic as he never does. He lives up to his reputation yet again as the Iceman. Even when under pressure, the ice didn't melt. There you can see
what a barrow
swings
this was.
and uppercuts and roundhouse right hands. Mickey trying to fire back at all times. But, you know, really was in trouble there and did well to come through that moment of mayhem, really.
And that,
just his fitness and tremendous courage.
I reckon that was the little flurry that put Donovan Boucher's seal on this fight. 3 minutes between Donovan Boucher and the retention of his Commonwealth title. 3 minutes for Mickey Hughes to pull something quite remarkable out of the fire.
And I think both boys are going to try and finish in grandstand style. You know, Boucher's seen he can hurt Mickey Hughes now. Maybe he's looking for a spectacular finish himself, but I'd advise him to stay smart, keep himself together. I'm sure his professionalism will override a little bit of glory out there in the last round and just come home to a points victory, because Mickey will be dangerous right up to the end, make no mistake about that.
And your heart goes out to Mickey Hughes. He's been gunning for Boucher throughout this fight, but he's up against a very, very good champion in this man.
And Mickey, all the way through, he's stuck to his task and fighting a very competent and classy champion. He's putting on a little bit of display for the crowd here.
And the crowd don't like it.
Ain't enjoying it too much. Obviously, all fans of Michael's don't appreciate that after being such a tremendous contest. In America, they'd have loved it and given a standing ovation. But he's in Bethnal Green, York Hall.
And at the York Hall,
in front of a big following of Mickey Hughes supporters.
You don't take the Mickey out of the local boy.
Especially when his name's Mickey. If only Mickey could land a cruncher now.
I don't think my heart could stand it if he did. It's a good round for Hughes, but I fear not enough. A minute of this wonderful championship fight remaining.
Now, the skill has been at the highest level from the very, very beginning. And an impressive champion Donovan Boucher has turned out to be. You know, it's really been a joy to watch, really, every move in the book. And no disgrace for Mickey if he does go down to a point verdict, because this man is class. Mickey
inside the last 30.
Tremendous performance from Mickey. He really has dragged it up from his boots for tonight. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be quite enough.
No, I've given him this last round. You've got to give him the last round, but it's Boucher's fight. Inside the last 10, there will be no knockdown, no knockout. It's all over, and Boucher has won. A few scattered boos, but
I'm sure most people will put their hands together and appreciate a tremendous contest from both boys. With a deserving defending champion retaining his title. We'll take your hats off to Mickey Hughes for giving it 200% from round 1 to round 12.
Mickey Hughes and Donovan Boucher.
You know, Donovan Boucher, what can one say? Every punch in the book, tremendous hand speed, composure, good punch, takes a good shot. The man to watch out in the welterweight division.
We'll get the score.
The referee, John Cole, scores the contest 116.5 points to Mickey Hughes, 118.5 points to Donovan Boucher. Ladies and gentlemen,
a four-round margin in the end.
Welterweight champion, Donovan Boucher.
I made it a little bit narrower than that, but no doubt at all about the winner, Don Boucher.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for a tremendous effort from Mickey Hughes.
Well, Canada can be proud of Don Boucher, and we in Britain can be proud too of our challenger, Mickey Hughes. Now then, let's hear now from Don Boucher, who's talking to our reporter, George Zeleny.
Donovan, that was a tremendously hard fight.
Yes, it was, definitely. He was in shape. I anticipated that he would be in shape. He was in great shape. Thanks to Chris Amos, Raymond Router, rest of my crew. I'd like to thank everybody for, preparing me and coming up positive. It was a well-deserved victory, I think, on my part.
You must enjoy coming over to Britain. That's the third British fighter you've beaten.
Well, it's great. It's great in a way coming over here, but I love to fight in Canada, but fighting over here is wonderful. You guys really take care of me. I appreciate it, and I love coming back again in the future.
Mickey hit you with some pretty hard body shots, especially in the fourth round. Did they really hurt you?
Yes, it did. One kind of stung me a little bit, but, I sucked it in. I know how to do those sit-ups, and I sucked it in, and he's a good body puncher. He fought a hell of a fight. I take my hat off to Mickey. He did a good job.
Right, now you're just on the edge of world class or in the world ratings. Who would you like to aim at? Which world champion would you like to fight?
Well, I'll take anybody right now. I'm in great shape. Don't really matter as long as it's a world championship. I'm there, and that's what my aim is when I started boxing, is to go for a world title. And that dream is still there after this victory, obviously. I'm looking for a world championship next fight.
Right, thank you very much indeed then. We hope to see you again.
I'd like to thank everybody in Canada. Thanks to yourself, Steve Tapp, and the rest of the crew. Thank you very much.
So, the champion from Toronto, Donovan Boucher, still the champion, and I don't doubt, Jimmy, that a world title fight and a world title win perhaps can't be too far away from him.
No, surely not. There can't be a lot of better welterweights out there than Donovan Boucher, and he proved tonight, and he's proved on many occasions before that he's a class act, and world champion he may be one day.
Well, we'll see you at Leicester next week. Tony McKenzie against Alberto Machong. To all of you at TSN, to Michael Landsberg, to Stephen Brunt, we say good night from David Brenner and Jim McDonnell. Bye-bye.